Welcome, welcome. Good morning. It is goddess season, so I have been teaching. Hi, Anastasia, welcome back. I have been teaching on the goddess, and this week I have been teaching on Kali. And I just want to tell you what's been happening in my life from the moment I started teaching on Kali until now, but I won't. But I will tell you that I know, Elisa, I've been telling stories all week. It's been a crazy week. When you call the goddess into your life, expect magic and miracles and craziness and uncertainty and all the things that are already in the world, but you have a team with you. Right? Everything is happening in the world, all the uncertainty, all the fear, all the questions, all of the beauty, all the joy, all of the sadness. It's always happening. But when you call the goddess in, I know most of you know I'm a huge goddess lover. When you call the goddess in as your support team, magic happens, absolute magic. But I want to tell you a little bit about what it is, the energy of Kali, and maybe this will resonate with you. If you've never seen a picture of Kali, please Google her, because she's quite dramatic. She's quite dramatic in the way that she wears skulls of her devotees. She has blood coming out of her. You know, she's pretty darn cool. But at first gaze, you might be like, oh, wait, what is this all about? Right? And what it's all about is meeting yourself where your fears are. Kali's all about where it is that you hold yourself back from your wholeness, where you find the frightening places inside of yourself. We can even call them the demons, right? Because the story goes that Kali is born from the eye, the third eye of Durga. And she's born because Durga is fighting the demons and she's losing her battle. And so through Kali coming in, Kali realizes that destruction is not about pushing away. It's about drawing in. It's not about taking your fears and ignoring them and acting like they're not yours. And also, you guys, remember our fears are collective. So it might not necessarily be something that you yourself have grown up being afraid of. But at this point in time where the world is, there's a collective fear happening. And so we ingest that, right? Vibrationally, we ingest that. So Kali asks us to note your fears, to bring them into you. And once you do, you will be able to move them through you and become victorious from them. So some of you guys know that the building here that you haven't been able to come to was vandalized on Wednesday. Some of you don't know this. We got a bunch of graffiti on the outside of the building, and some not so nice, but nothing personal to anybody here, but personal to people in general. And what's happened from it is it has struck a chord with the Glenrockians and people around here to step up and come forward and support the energy back here. So what Kali also helps us to see and destroy is that feeling that when you see something that is not to your liking, or you see something and you want to argue it, or that's bad, always notice that the universe is always working toward your better good. I cannot tell you guys how many people have come in support of Nectar, even though other businesses are back here. Kashet, my daughter, was the one that helped to get the stuff taken care of. But I can't tell you how many people stepped up that didn't even know we were back here. And thank goodness some of our sales started to roll in the last couple of days. This happened because of an act of something that wasn't good. This is Kali. She says, stop looking at the world as if you have the answers. Instead, annihilate the fears inside of you, become vastly open to the possibilities that exist in the world. So maybe that's enough for now, and I'll read you a little bit more about Kali as we go. But bring your hands together at your heart center, close your eyes. What exists inside each and every one of us is the power to change. My teacher, Robin Rose Bennett, said the other day, one of the worst things we can do in the world right now, one of the worst things we can do in the world right now is give up hope. for our future is beautiful because we are going to create it. And in this moment where you may be pointing fingers or may think there's more dark than light, the potential for us to make change is there. And together, we are doing this. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Inhale for the sound of Om. Deep breath in. The blessings of the goddess. The blessings of the goddess within each and every one of us that animates our life, that makes the changes that we need to make with such love, such devotion. Release your hands, open your eyes, and come into child's pose, please. The destructive forces inside of us cannot survive where there is love. Where there is love, all the battles that are fought with love, not hate, will be victorious. Kali says that if you have a fear of success, she will make someone else thrive with your ideas so that you finally believe in yourself enough to follow your inspirations. If you have a fear of uncertainty, she will tear down the pillars of your secure life until you learn to create your own outer world from your inner foundation of unbreakable faith. Let's tear down those walls, you guys, together that hold us back from believing in everything that we are truly, everything we came here to do. May your breath get deeper here so you can connect to that animation of you. That is your breath. And then walk yourself to the right side of your mat. So stay in child's pose. Just take your upper body and walk to the right side of your mat. So you stretch that left side body. And breathe into your rib cage. Breathe by lifting up into your navel center. So draw the navel up, round in your back. Let your exhales get a little longer, please. And then walk back to center and change sides. Let your ears soften to go inward to listen to this incredible gift of the goddess within you. What does she show up as? Intuition, instinct. Come back to the center and let's come onto your hands and knees. Let's try some cat and cow. So move your spine, please. You could have your eyes open or your eyes closed here. The question is, can you spend maybe a little bit more time? Remember, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. Can you spend a little more time going inward? Asking for the divine counsel inside of you to give you the guidance as to where you need to go. Where's our battle? Where's our battle of love? Good, you guys, downward facing dog. Lift those hips high to the sky. I'm just curious, and I know this might not be everybody's cup of tea, but have you noticed when somebody has a different belief than you have? Have you noticed whether you ask them very sweetly, gee, what makes you think that way? Or what makes you think that candidate is a better one for the world right now? I'd love to hear why. Not, you're wrong and I'm right, or we can't have this discussion. I'd love to hear why, because I've been doing that, you guys, and I'm fascinated. It's actually educating me in so many beautiful ways. Bend your knees deeply here. And then cat-cow here. Move your spine here. Good, that gets you right into your lower back. Good, now press back, straighten those legs. Lift that navel, lift those armpits, move the armpits slightly forward so you can bring your shoulder blades deep onto your back. Beautiful, everybody. And then go ahead and do a walking meditation. Walk your feet to your hands, standing forward, bend. Bend your knees a little bit here so your shins move forward. And then start to straighten your legs by pressing the tops of your thighs back, not your knees. As your thighs go back, pull your inner thighs wide. Take your navel in, you guys, and then widen your sit bones like crazy. So you're still in that forward fold, but you got all that great work happening. And then hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. Inhale your arms to the sky. Take a hold of your left wrist. Take a side stretch to the right. Watch popping those ribs forward. Watch popping those thighs forward. Keep everything drawing in. Great humility is as you draw into yourself. Nice, Kim. Nice, Katrin. Come on up and try the other side. As you're drawing yourself to the side, push down through your legs. A foundation. You're feeling your feet. Nice, Mark. Come back to center. Take your hands behind your head. Press your head back. Lift your chest a lot. Nice, Susie. Lift your chest a lot. Soften your ribs. So the minute your rib cage pops forward, draw in. Now bend your knees just a little bit. Bend your knees just a little. Send your butt back. It's a weird position to be in. Not a full chair though. Don't go to full chair. Nice, Amanda. And then press your head back a little bit more. Lift your chest a lot. Good. Now shoot your arms straight up to the sky. And then bow forward as you exhale. Take your left hand to your outer right shin. Left hand, outer right shin. Take your right arm to the sky. Widen your inner knees. Widen your inner knees. Nice, Renee. Nancy, take that right arm a little closer to your ear. Get a little bit more length. That's it. Good, Audrey, same thing. And then change sides. Susan, beautiful. Change sides. Right hand to outer left shin. Good, everybody, even Lauren, take that arm a little closer to your ear. Get a little bit more side body length. That's it, Jane. Nice, Roz. Good, Jackie. Touch down, hands to the floor. Bend your knees deeply. Come back into chair. Good. Now come up to your tippy toes. Everybody loves this. Come up to your tippy toes. Good, Ruchi. And then rise up on your tippy toes. Come all the way up. Stay on your tippy toes. Straighten those legs and bring your hands to your heart center. And close your eyes. Don't cheat. Up on your tippy toes. Close your eyes. The uncertainty, the world that's spinning, the unfathomable. We could never have thought this up. And then lower your heels. Keep your hands at your heart center and begin breath of fire. Inhale, exhale through the nose, pump the navel center. If you're newer to breath of fire, inhale, exhale through the nose and find the rhythm of your navel, pump your navel center. Your fire center. Center of devotion of Hanuman. Telling you, I call all the great ones in when I am needing that extra tribal support. Good, you guys. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sit back into chair. Place your hands on your thighs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round. And when you round, no breath, pump your navel in and out. No breath. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Amanda, there you go. Pump your navel. Good. Inhale, look forward. Inhale, look forward like you're coming up into a cat. Good. Now round into cow. Round, or that's cat actually. Pump your navel here. Good. One more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round. Pump the navel, no breath at all. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, touch your hands to the floor. Nice, Valerie. Good. Step your left leg back behind you. Take your arms to the sky. Nice high lunge with your back heel lifted. Good. Interlace your palms, press your palms straight up to the sky. Now take your arms forward, lean forward with your belly, like your belly's coming down to your right thigh. Good. Now curl your navel up toward the ceiling, curl your navel up toward the sky, and then reach your arms all the way back up, reach up. Now bend the elbows, lift your chest, lean back. Gorgeous, Katrin. Kim, gorgeous. Elisa, touchdown, downward facing dog. Nice, Dana. Linda. Joy, Yasmin. Forward to plank, please. Lower all the way down to your belly. Open your mouth. This is your Kali breath. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue. Good, Renee. Downward facing dog. I love when your faces are pointed straight at me. Good. Left foot steps straight ahead. Take your arms up to the sky. High lunge. Interlace your palms. Good. Now draw your arms forward. Keep that front knee bent. Good. As you draw forward, curl your navel up toward your spine. Good. Push your sit bones back and wide. Nice. Kathy, beautiful. Up you go. Arms up to the sky. Nice, Sarah. Bend your elbows. Lean back. Lean back. Good, Audrey. Inhale. Exhale. Touch down. Nice, Kim. Downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. All right, you know, Vashisthasana, right hand holds you, stack your left leg on top of your right. If that doesn't work, lower your bottom knee. But I want you to open your chest like crazy. Open your chest. Come on, pull that head back, even if you're gonna fall. Nice, Lauren, even if you're gonna fall. Nice, Nancy, touchdown. Try, Lisa, gorgeous, try the other side. Right, the idea isn't about whether you're falling or balancing. The idea is where is your mind and breath? Nice, Mark, you got it. Touchdown, Yasmin, gorgeous. Downward facing dog. Did you hold your breath, you guys, when you did that? Don't hold your breath. All right, armpits, lift them up a little bit more so the shoulder blades come deep onto your back. Come forward to plank. See that, feel that. Lift your right leg up off the floor and press your right leg back down, dog split. Yeah, you got it. Point that toe to the floor, hips stay square. Step your right foot forward, open up to Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. All of a sudden I had a meanness come over me by teacher training. But I won't. Sink deep into that right thigh. Go deep. Lift those arms a little higher. Get light in your upper body so your spine gets longer, and then take your arms all the way up to the sky. Good. Take a hold of your right wrist and pull to the back of your mat. Straighten that front leg and come up to your right heel. Lift up. Ah, good. Now keep up on that heel so you're balancing. And then you're going to reach toward triangle with your right foot lifted. Right leg is forward. Nice, Roz. Nice, slow, Janet. Beautiful. And then once your hand touches the floor, block or ankle, lower the foot. Nice. Your breath is deep. Your mind is calm. But your hands touch the floor, downward facing dog. Take it through a vinyasa of your choice. That means ride to plank if you're ready. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra. Press back down dog. Or maybe your vinyasa today is resting on your knees in child's pose. Vinyasa means your mind and your breath and your movement are one. Good. Come forward to plank, please. Lift your left leg up, navel up, armpits up. Press back down dog, split. Take it back. Good. Softly with breath, step your left foot forward, open to Virabhadrasana 2. Back foot parallels the back of your mat. Left knee is pointing right at that second toe. Lift your arms a little higher. As much as those arms are a reflection of power, let them be softness. Right? Find the goddess in this, the goddess of love and action and support and love. Inhale those arms to the sky. Take a hold of that left wrist and pull to the back of your mat. Move that knee forward. And then straighten that front leg. Good, Elisa. Lift up onto that heel. So lift the foot just on your heel, dig the heel down onto the floor, and then reach forward into triangle pose with that foot lifted. Nice, Ruchi. And then lower that foot down. Good, Jackie. So just to note, your left hand does not have to be on the floor. So maybe today, Amanda, take that left hand up to your ankle. Take the left hand to your ankle instead. Yeah, just so you can get a little bit more eagle arm, like so your arms open a little more, the chest opens a little more. Great. Left shoulder back, right shoulder back. Nice. There we go. Now breathe. Kathy, keep your left. Yeah, there you go. And inhale deeply, exhale, downward facing dog. And take it through your vinyasa, your choice. And then after you're done, drop your knees down to the mat, press back into child's pose. Nice, Susan. If you feel failure, she will get you fired from your toxic job so that you can finally commit to your calling. If you fear rejection, she will have others chosen over you so you could heal your lack of self-worth. These are the possibilities within our incarnation, you guys, to heal. We came here to heal. So if we get caught up in this hate, if we get caught up in the I'm right, you're wrong, then we miss the opportunity to heal. We miss the opportunity to heal. Call on the divine goddess. You know, I remember listening to Pema Chodron one time talk about a friend of hers. Pema Chodron's a Buddhist nun. Friend of hers who was having horrible nightmares. And she said, in the nightmare, she says, do your best to turn her. No, she says, what do the monsters look like? Horrible nightmares of these monsters chasing her. And she said, well, what do the monsters look like? And her friend said, I don't know because I'm running away from them. And she said, well, you know, tell yourself before you go to bed, if that nightmare comes up, that you will stop and turn around and look at the monsters. And so she did. She got so powerful and she was able to turn around and look at the monsters, and they weren't as scary as she thought they were. And they actually disappeared, and she never had that nightmare again. Who in the world are you looking at as a monster, and maybe something inside of you? And can you pull it close to actually see what it is? For me, you guys, it's, always having the fear of not having enough financial money to be able to support I grew up like that. My mom always said we didn't have enough. So to heal that part of myself and to look underneath it, see what lies underneath that fear of not having enough. What are your fears? Come on up to your hands and knees. Take your right arm out to the right. Slide your right arm underneath your left, threading the needle. Yep, ear to the floor. Maybe take that left leg and step it behind you or step it out to the left. That's a really nice thing to do with that left leg. You have a fear of falling over here if you go too far. So there you pull in, hug in, squeeze in. Nice. Good, Katrin. Nice, Valerie. I like a lot of your creativity here. All right, slowly with your navel still engaged, come on up and change sides. Keep your breath full here, the fullness of your breath. One aim in life is to heal the wounds that we came here with, to heal the world with our woundedness. It is your wounds, it is your very deep, deep places inside of you that will heal the world. And come on up, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, please. Bring your left foot in enough so both legs can go straight. So short stance on this one. Hands on blocks if you have them. Make sure your left foot is not directly behind your right heel. So move your left foot a little bit more out to the left so you have some space with your hips. Good, and then bend your right knee just for a moment and send your right knee slightly more to the right, just so your knee is pointing directly at that second toe. And then start to straighten that leg. So both legs are straight, Parsvottanasana. And a deep bow, a deep bow. The teachings of the Buddha say that in our lifetime, now, that the next coming of the Buddha is the community, is the Sangha, is us together. The next coming of the Buddha, of the Enlightened One, is our community that does this work together. Press your sit bones back and wide, lift your low belly, you guys. Take your inner thighs wide and apart so you get a lot of space there. You do the inner work. That's what we do here in the asana practice, the inner work. Good, change legs. To bend that front knee just for a moment, send the knee toward that second toe. Even here, what I like, Kim, is I like that your spine can get longer with that knee bent. Get it longer, and then start to straighten that left leg without diminishing how long your spine is. And then get soft on your fingertips. Breathe in, excuse me, breathe in and breathe out. And wander deeply inside yourself to reclaim the goddess, reclaim your power. Beautiful, you guys. Take another deep breath here, please. Send those sit bones back and wide. Scoop that low belly, soften those ribs. So the ribs pull up, but then the heart begins to melt because you have that cage of the heart. So holding that space. Step to the front of your mat. Place your hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. Allow your arms to drop alongside the body. Close your eyes for a moment and just feel. You and all your magnificence. Open your eyes, hug your left knee into your chest, please. Take your left knee on top of your right knee, coming into eagle pose, left knee on top of right. Right elbow on top of left elbow. Make sure your hips don't turn here, so keep your hips square. And then lower your elbows down to meet your knees. Elisa, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do your arms. Maybe keep your arms either there at your heart or maybe out to the side. Find what's most supportive for your shoulders here. And then sit your butt down as low as it'll go. Nice, Lisa. Beautiful, you guys. Audrey, gorgeous. Inhale, come on up. Nice. Release. And let's try the other side. Remember, as you drop the right knee on top of the left, squeeze your shins. Widen. So this is weird, right? Squeeze your shins, but widen your inner thighs, sit bones wide. Nice, Yasmin. Lower those elbows down to meet those knees. Focus with your eyes sweetly, so your eyes soften. Nice, Linda, Nancy, and rise up. Good, you guys. That was beautiful. Good, okay. Step your left foot back behind you. Turn toward the long side of your mat. So face whatever wall the long side of your mat is. Nice, Roz. And then turn your feet wide. Inhale your arms to the sky. Your knees point at your second toes. Interlace your palms and press up. Sit deep. Go into high squat here. Soften your eyes. Take your chin up, Kathy. Good. Excellent. And breathe. Deep breathing here. Maybe even ujjayi breathing here. Like this moment really matters. Fully present. Good. Rise up. Now take your right foot and turn it back toward the front of the mat. Turn your left foot parallel to the back of your mat. Take your arms out to letter T. Lift up onto your right heel again. Lift up. Reach the arms up a little bit higher. So you just got yourself a little taller here. And now reach for triangle again. Reach for that ankle. Remember, you do not need to put that hand on the floor. And then lower that foot down. Open your chest up. Breathe into this vast void. Remember when we started with the goddess Siege. She's the goddess of the void, the great void. Empty. But remember, the void was the blue sky. So we might think of the void as nothingness, but the void as being vast. Good, now bend your right knee and come into half moon. Step forward, right hand moves forward, left leg lifts up off the floor. Parallel your left foot to the floor, flex your left foot, take your left arm to the sky, left arm up. If you can, rotate your head up, look towards your left hand. Otherwise, look down to the floor is helpful. Now feel like you're squeezing your legs toward each other, power of your legs. And then step back, downward facing dog. Beautiful, everybody. Take it through a vinyasa of choice if you'd like. Walk or jump to the front of your mat at the end of your vinyasa. Place your hands on your hips, push down through your legs. Nice, Dana. Come all the way up to stand. Step your right foot back behind you, face the long side of your mat. Turn your feet in and then out so you're in that nice high squat. Squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. Draw your navel in and out. Now, when you draw your navel in, you might over tuck your tailbone. So push your sit bones back and wide so you really sit low here. And then interlace your palms over the top of your head. Stretch your armpits and breathe. Stretch your armpits and breathe. Knees are wide. Watch overarching in that spine. Pull those ribs in. Good. Straighten those legs. Take those arms out to letter T. Let your right foot parallel the back of your mat. Left toes turn to the front of your mat. Lift your arms a little bit higher. Come on up to that left heel. And then come forward into triangle. Dig that heel down. Lower that left foot. Try to get your head in line with your spine, you guys. Head of those shoulders back. Nice, Jackie. Yep, Ruchi. Nice, Susie. And then come forward. Bend that front knee and come forward into your half moon. Beautiful, my Elises. And step back, downward facing dog. Good, step your right foot forward, lower your left knee to the mat. Right foot forward, left knee to the mat. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Nice, Lauren. Great, Kathy, Sarah. Knee points right at that second toe. Now interlace your palms and press them on top of your right knee. Good, Audrey. And then push your knee forward, but pull your shoulders back. Pull your throat back. And then inhale your arms to the sky and take the most beautiful back bend that you can here, that devotional practice. How easy it is to lose that, right? Somebody believes differently than I do. They must be wrong, I must be right. Hands down to the floor, straighten that front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. That's why Kali, she rips that to shreds. Right? They had incredible faith that the universe is doing this amazing job to create healing for us. Heel presses down into the floor. Pull your torso forward over that extended leg. And if you would like to, start to bring your right leg further forward into Hanumanasana. Either that or stay in half Ardha Hanumanasana. Yeah. Good. Good. Right, this is a great pose to have those opinions. I like, I don't like. Let go of your opinions, just be. Can you just be? Can you let your wisdom of your body teach you how to set yourself free? Hi, Kitty. Good. Inhale, come on up. Downward facing dog. Beautiful, everybody. Vinyasa of choice or none at all. Left foot steps forward when you're ready. Lower your right knee onto the mat. Inhale your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Heads up that Veronica and I are doing the 9 days of Navaratri as a beautiful awakening opportunity. I'll be telling you about it in the next couple of days. Starts next Saturday, I believe. Good, get the greatest back bend you can here, you guys. Lift your chest. Maybe take your hands to your front thigh first and press your thigh down to lift your chest more. Yeah, nice. And then take it into the back bend of choice. So the elbows can be bent, the arms can be straight, your hands can be behind your head. Keep sending your left knee forward. Your top of your right thigh is going to get really hard, so push your right butt cheek back just a little bit more. And then lower your hands down to the floor, nice Larry, and straighten that front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana means that you keep your right hip on top of your right knee, straightening your left leg, digging your heel down, pulling it back. If you would like to, begin to send that left leg further forward. And again, there's a give and take here, meaning you slide forward and then you squeeze in, you slide forward, you squeeze in. So you're both contracting and expanding at the same time. Bow, devotion, Hanumanji. Inhale, come on up, downward dog. Walk or jump to squat. If you cannot squat, stay in chair for just a moment. If you can squat, turn your feet wide. Try to get your heels to the floor. Good, make sure your knees are safe here. Sometimes it's helpful to move your feet a little bit wider. Good job. Nice, Amanda. Good. Great, Jackie. I love it, you guys. Lower down onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. Navaratri is the 9 days of the goddess. I'm celebrating goddess every day of my life, but I have been highlighting it for this month. But specifically, Navaratri is the 9 days that we celebrate all over the world, the Divine Mother, the goddess, the animator of our lives. And she appears in many different forms, right? As you appear in many different forms. Take your legs to the sky, take your arms to the sky, close your eyes and breathe. I don't know, some of you know the story of the Ramayana. It's been Sita and Ram, the main characters, are searching for Sita, who Sita is the goddess. It is the Shakti. She's the soul mother. She's the earth mother, and she's kidnapped. This is the way the story goes. And to find her, they enlist Hanuman, the monkey god. And Hanuman has forgotten that he has the power to do anything in any moment in service of God. He wants to, but he forgot that he is unlimited in his powers. He was put under a curse because when he was a child, he used his powers like any child would, mischievously. So he was cursed to not remember who he was. And at the moment that he needed to remember his powers, his friends, his companions said, "You have the power to leap the ocean and to save Sita. You have the power to do this." This is why that it says in the Buddhist tradition that the next Buddha is Sangha, or community. We need each other to remind each other of the power that we have inside of ourselves, to fight our fears, to find our wholeness, to demonstrate love. And we can't give up. Good, now come into happy baby pose, please. Knees wide.
In the camera.
And then reach your arms to the sky. Interlace your hands. And then lift your head, neck, and chest up and reach through your legs. Reach through your legs. Flex your feet, hug your shins, widen your knees. Lower your head back down. Squeeze your knees toward each other. Lift your head up again and take both hands to your right knee. Reach past your right knee. Squeeze your knees together, Audrey. Knees together. Yep. Knees can be bent here. Good. And then come back to center and go to the other side. And then come back to center and lower your head down. Hug your knees into your chest. Lower your feet down. Make sure your feet are pointing straight ahead. Drop your shoulders to the floor. Keep your head pressing into the floor. Lift your hips off the floor. Bridge pose. Clasp your hands underneath you if you'd like, or keep your arms alongside the body. Breathe deeply here. Enjoy your breath. Make sure your chin is not touching your chest. Lift your chin away from your chest. Press your head down so your neck muscles get strong. Now kick your right leg to the sky. Press up with your right leg. Lower your right foot back down. Take your left foot up to the sky, please. Lower your left foot back down. Release your hands and bring your hips down to the floor. And then just breathe deeply here, please. Constructive rest. Breathe deeply. Here's your chance to go into shoulder stand. If you would rather go into headstand or handstand against the wall, you're welcome to do that. So inversion time here. If that is not of interest to you at all, bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees drop wide. Feet together, knees wide. Wherever you choose to go, breathe deeply, please. Meet your fears. Maybe just do something simple like meditate on your fears and ask the question, what lies underneath this fear? What lies underneath this fear? Your insecurities, your unworthiness, scarcity, anxiety. What lies beneath this fear? One of the things that we're going to do with the 9 days of the goddess is help to anchor you in ritual. For Kali, she is the goddess of transformation and liberation, radical change, destruction, fearlessness, surrender, freedom, warriorness, wildness, endings and beginnings and empowerment. Not so shabby. Just gonna hang out another minute here, maybe a minute and a half. So again, if being in supine Baddha Konasana supports you right now with your feet together and your knees out wide, do that, please. Nice, everybody. The other power of community is we might not do this work without each other, right? It's not easy work. But together, we hold each other accountable. And whatever little or big part of the work that you're doing to heal yourself heals the world. Whether little shifts or big shifts inside of you shifts the world. Energy, it's all energy. So begin to slowly come down from whatever inversion you chose. If you're in shoulder stand, maybe if you'd like to come into fish, you're welcome to do that. If you had your knees wide, hug your knees into your chest. If you're in child's pose from headstand, stay there for just a moment. And then as you're ready, as you're finished, and I'll wait, come on up to sit. Stretch your legs out in front of you once you arrive. You might need a blanket underneath your seat here if your tailbone is overly tucked under. Wide legs. If you have any props like blocks, feel free to bring them forward as you lean forward. So your legs are wide, nice and wide, Upavista Konasana. Sit bones back. You can even manually move the flesh of your butt back. And then come forward any amount, hands on the floor in front of you and or blocks underneath your forehead. If you don't have blocks, don't worry. Just allow your body to drape forward. Deep surrender into this breath. Pranic body, the healing body. So I was telling you how that one of my fears has always been not being able to provide, not having enough to, take care of what I need to take care of. And so this week, as I've been working with Kali so strongly, there's a little glitch with Wix, and they needed me to provide some more information to be able to get any of the monies that was coming through Naturally Yoga because it was held hostage. And I started laughing at first. I'm like, of course it is. And it was really, really crazy. Me and the IRS became very good friends. But it really was about how was I maneuvering through it? And where was my mind scared or worried? Where was there fear? And I had a tribe around me that supported me. And the answer is we got it through. The IRS was amazing. I don't know if you've ever heard anybody say that before. The two ladies that I spoke with were just goddesses. What are you afraid of losing? Slowly come on up and just feel for a moment. Now take your right arm inside your right leg. Take your left arm over your ear, side stretch. Reach inside that leg. Right arm to the right leg, left arm over your ear. I don't mind that twist, Amanda. You can do it like that, or take your right arm to the right leg, inner right leg. Yeah, there you go. Now place your left hand behind your head and now press your head back. That's it, Renee. Really nice, Jen. Kristen, that's gorgeous. Look at you. Good. Lean, 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 lean. Nice, Jackie. And then stretch that arm once again. Stretch because the head's back now. Good. Nice, Lauren. You guys got it. Elisa, beautiful. Audrey. Nice, Mark. Yep. Yasmin, and come on up. Nice, Linda. Change to the other side. Take your time. You'll notice the more that you lean and then put your hand behind your head and you ask your body to go a little deeper. Keep your seat anchored though. Don't lift your opposite seat to get your side body to go longer. Nice, Yasmin. Yep. Yep. Kristen, you got it. Jane. Good reach. Hand behind the head if you'd like. Press back. Nice, Roz. Ah, I love it, you guys. Anastasia, I can hardly see you, but you're there. There you are. Thank you. And inhale, come all the way back up. Good. Squeeze those legs back together. Good, you guys. Bend your right knee. Take your right foot on the opposite side of your left leg. Twist to your right. Twist to your right. Squeeze your spine as you twist. Shout out to Nancy. I can't see you, but I know you're there. And Eileen, I love you. And Joy, I love you. I can't see you either. That's okay. Who else? Susan, of course, I love you. Good. Lift your spine a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. Good. Now look the other direction, but stay in the twist. Look the other direction, stay in the twist. And then look back to the right and release your legs, switch legs. Keep thinking tall. Keep thinking wide and sit bones. Which way are you going, Sarah? Tall, 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 tall. Good. And then look in the opposite direction. Just get that neck to stretch. And then look back and release your legs, you guys. All right, bend your knees both. Lean back into your seat. Lift your feet off the floor. Come into boat pose. Feet up, knees bent. Facing the front of your mat. And then lower down, slow down to your back. Go slow, go slow, go slow. All the way down to your back. Nice, Jackie. Hug your knees into your chest. Great, Mark. Lift your hips, send your hips to the left, your knees to the right. Twist. That was nice, Dana. Huge lift. Come on up, change sides. As you feel ready, come back to center. Release your legs. Shavasana. Excellent work, you guys. Excuse me. Ever so gently begin to deepen your breath. Let your body begin to stretch and yawn in any way that serves you well. And draw your knees into your chest, roll to the right side. Come on up to sit. And finish with our chant. If you're newer to the chanting or this chant specifically, just let your ears be soft to hear. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Mrichurma Amritam Amritam Gamaya Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Mrichurma Amritam Amritam Gamaya Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Mrichurma Amritam Amritam Gamaya Amritam Gamaya. Lead me from the unreal to the real, darkness to light, from the fear of death to the knowledge of immortality. Sliding your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste, you guys. Thank you so, so, so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. Make it great. Go spread love like you always do.
Great class. Thank you.
Thanks, Jackie. Excellent. Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Cheryl, thank you.
You're
Cheryl.
welcome.
Cheryl, so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank
Have a
you.
beautiful